What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and very excited about today. I have a 4-man entry in today's video. You guys can use your Flex Friday on it, and a couple of Fridays ago, we actually cashed a 4-man entry, complete 10x for you guys. And also today is Friday. Obviously, we have a big weekend ahead of us. There is so much value on the board right now, so I'm very excited about this weekend. I'm going to be spamming entries, hopefully cashing some 4-mans. Before I get into today's video, let's go ahead and give away the free week of the VIP. All right, so Jal, I believe is how you say your name, 5555. He said, let's get hot. Come on. I'm very excited about this weekend. We got a lot of League of Legends on the board right now, which is our best sport. All right, so Jal, congrats on the free week of the VIP. Go ahead and text me and I'll get you that free week. If you want to be entered in today's giveaway, all you have to do is like and comment on today's video and I'll get you entered in there. All right, so let's talk about yesterday. We do have some 2-man entries here. We have a very close setup here. This guy misses by 0.5, so that would have been a nice setup to get. This one goes opposite correlation. Tried a little bit of Dota out. Dota is very similar to League of Legends. I really like these lines here. If you guys don't know the history of this, League of Legends actually derived from Dota. So Dota came first. League of Legends came along about 5 years later and kind of created a very similar game, honestly. So they're correlated in the same way. This does go opposite correlation, but might sprinkle some Dota in here and there when I see the lines good. This is a setup too, kind of like a half setup because this guy DMP'd, but we do have a setup for a potential 4.25x, I believe it would be. Courtney Vandersloot, very heartbreaking right here. She had the best scoring game of Chicago Sky. Once again, I know I said this yesterday too when we missed by 0.5. First of all, I just want to say that this whole week, we went on a 4-day win streak on this YouTube channel right here. Yesterday, we missed by 0.5, which was unfortunate. Courtney Vandersloot also hits a 3-pointer with 4 minutes left in the game when she was up by the Liberty were up by 31 points. Okay, so 4 minutes garbage time into the game. They keep their starters in. I guess announcers were like making fun of the Chicago Sky for keeping their players in the game with 4 minutes left when they're playing the backups. Courtney Vandersloot hits a 3. We almost pushed this right here at 14. She honestly had the best game by far of the Chicago Sky. Angel Reese, I believe, had like 2 points or something like that and went 0 for 8 from field goal. So I honestly, again, I do not mind this entry whatsoever. The Chicago Sky took out their starters versus the Fever just a couple nights ago, down by 25 at 6 minutes left in the game. Okay, so they're getting blown out more, and they kept their starters in for about 3 minutes longer than they did a couple of games ago. Okay, so I told you guys it was probably going to be a blowout. That is what happened. Courtney Vandersloot honestly shot like pretty decently last night. But, you know, it does happen. She hit a 3 in garbage time and then gets taken out of the game about 50 seconds later. So sucks there. Again, with League of Legends, I honestly don't even remember the last time on this YouTube channel we have missed a League of Legends entry. We're just really honed in on League of Legends, and it's just the best sport to bet on. I really don't know what else to say at that point. League of Legends is just the best thing to bet on right here. Very easy cash, or not cash, but hit here. So hopefully you guys got some League of Legends value. And yeah, I'm very excited for the weekend, honestly. We have a lot of entries to get to. So if you guys do not know, in May so far, we are up 38 units in May right here. Started off in May kind of up and down this first week. Second week, go up like 35, 40 units in that second week of May here. Absolutely dominated. Actually, more than that, honestly. I think we went up like 40 or 45 units. This past week has been very up and down, kind of like a slight dip right here. But to be completely transparent with you guys, how the VIP works is that these 2-mans, they're nice to hit. You know, they're nice to hit the discounts I send out and stuff, but like the 4-mans are really where you're going to start making the money. Okay, the 4-mans are really when you're going to start really seeing these pushes upwards, right? All these big jumps upwards in the unit size are all 4-mans hitting. Okay, so like right here is a 4-man, right here 4-man, like probably a 4-man or a 5x. That hit here. So these big moves upwards are when these 4-mans start hitting. So last week, I think we cashed probably like 6 or 7 4-mans all last week. And then this week, I don't even know if we've cashed any. Okay. So honestly, being pretty like being at a range where you haven't really even gone down very much when we haven't cashed any 4-mans is still pretty decent, right? So if we go into this weekend and we cash 2, 3, 4-mans this weekend, then you'll see us back up to this range up here, right? But again, you guys cannot miss out when we hit these days, okay? Like, I see way too many comments when we have big days, and it's like, man, I stopped tailing because we went down like 5 units this week. And it's like, dude, you have to be able to handle a 5-unit loss or something like that over the course of a couple of days to then cash out and hit a 15-unit day or a 20-unit day, right? At no point did I ever say that this is going to be an easy thing to do. It's very easy to tell my bets. It's easy to take the entry. The hard part about it is the mental side of things, okay? When you look at 2024 and how we did in 2024, you guys see 3,000 bets that we took. We went up 600 units right here. Now, it looks very consistent when you zoom out over the course of the year, but there's a lot of ups and downs here, you guys. We have little dips. We have things we go up and down on, and then we always come back and we always rise out of it, right? Even this huge dip right here, which was like, I think it was like January of this year, we have a big dip. Come right out of it, right? And this is that date range that you guys can see here. 2025 so far, I mean, we're up 150 units in 2025. Still very, very solid performance, on pace for a 400 or 500 unit year, which is amazing in 2025, honestly, with all of the different payout shifts and everything that PrizePicks is constantly changing on us. So if you guys want to get into the VIP, if you guys truly trust the process, text me the word Bovada and I will get you guys into the VIP for 2 months free. My number is right here on the screen. It is my personal number. You guys can text me about anything and I will respond to you guys about signing up for these apps. So just text me the word Bovada right here to my number and I'll get you guys signed up for Bovada very easily. You guys can also sign up for ProfitX. This ProfitX app is available in a lot of states. You guys can see it right here in these green states right here. Text me the word profit to get signed up for ProfitX. I am very excited, like I said, about this weekend. I'm telling you guys, I don't say it often. Normally Fridays, Saturdays, if there's any day to join, that's the big days because we have a lot of entries and there's just a lot of stuff always happening over the weekend with esports. There's just a lot of value that I'm seeing right now on the board, which is a very positive sign, right? So let's go ahead and get into the entry. Again, if you guys want to text me about anything, my number is always going to be open. That should be there in the description. So let's get into today's entry. We do have a big 4 out of 4, a 4-man right here, full no payout shift whatsoever. So we have a full 10x, and we have UFL, then we have League of Legends, and then we have WNBA. So a couple Fridays ago, I think I've sent out 3 10x's this past maybe like 30 days or something. We hit one of them, I believe it was 2 or 3 Fridays ago. It was with Jimmy Butler and a UFL and a League of Legends, okay? So the only difference between this entry and the last entry that we hit a couple of like Fridays ago, because that was when I sent out this 4-man, was that it was just NBA instead of WNBA. And I've honestly been liking the lines on WNBA better. So let's try to hit this here. Obviously it's a 10x, so you're only expected to hit 1 in 10 of these. That is what PrizePicks is setting these odds at, right? If you get a 10x, you're only expected to hit 1 in 10 of these. If we can hit 1 in 9 of them, 1 in 8 of them, 1 in 7 of them, then we are in good spirits, right? We are winning long term, if that makes sense, right? So you're not going to hit every 10x. That would be impossible. You're going to hit, if you can hit 1 in 7, 1 in 10, or 1 in 9 of these 10x's, you will be in very, very good standing right there. And we do that because of correlation, right? So let's start with League of Legends. All right, we do have Caro K add League of Legends to go under. This is this entry right here. If you guys have seen, I'm very, very good at betting League of Legends. I mean, I'd have to go back and look, but I think we're hitting at like a 75 to 80% margin on this YouTube channel this year on League of Legends. I don't know if anyone can really argue with that. We've just been absolutely dominating League of Legends. Even if we've been missing some NBA or basketball entries, we always hit the League of Legends, it seems like. So taking Caro K to go under 9.5 kills, it's just too high for him to get 10. He is not the main kill getter on this team whatsoever. He averages 2.9 kills per game, so that might look okay. He's, getting on average 8.7. It's still like a full kill under his line here. But versus LLL, so that's who they're playing. This is actually, I believe, some sort of championship matchup or some sort of playoff matchup. So 2 pretty even teams here. They are 3-2 versus LLL, so they've won 3 games, lost 2. So this should be a very back and forth battle where maybe this PNG team takes 2 games, maybe LLL takes 1 game, or vice versa. But versus LLL, he really struggles. He averages 1.6 kills per game versus LLL. That would put him at 4.8. And I'm actually timesing this number by 3 because he's playing 3 maps, right? So he does not play very aggressive champions. He plays very, very passive champions that just stick to assisting his team and helping his team, and that is why I'm taking Caro K to go under kills per game. All right, let's get into UFL and why I like this UFL entry. So first and foremost, what I want to say with UFL is that UFL whether it's UFL, whether it's college football, NFL, whatever it is correlated together. Okay, football is one of the most correlated sports that you can ever bet on. That is why we do so well versus in NFL in college football season. And the only problem with UFL really is that there's only maybe like 4 or 5 games a weekend, right? Something like college football, there's like 100 games in a week because there's so many small schools and stuff that are always playing, and that's why we dominate college football season, because there's like 100 games a week. UFL, there's only like 4 or 5, so we got to capitalize them over the weekend. And I'm taking Kellen Mond under, and I'm taking his running back, Jawan Corbin. I'm just going to call him Corbin, to go under receptions right here at 2.5. So normally I would take under pass yards and under receiving yards, but this running back line, if anything, I really love this running back line. If you guys want a little two-man that's really good value, I would take this running back under receptions, and I'd maybe take Carol K also under map kills right here. So first of all, Kellen Mond, he is normally the starter of the Brahmas. He got sat 2 weeks ago for, what is that guy's name? I forget his name. His name is, it is escaping me right now, but he got sat for some other quarterback. This quarterback threw Corbin the ball 5 times, okay? Corbin has 8 receptions on the whole year with Kellen Mond, or across the whole year, okay? Kellen Mond is normally the starter. Corbin comes in with that other quarterback, and when he comes in with that other quarterback, he gets 5 receptions. That quarterback now got sat again with a hand injury. Kellen Mond is not a very good quarterback, okay, for this team. That is why he got sat. Now, the new quarterback came in, he got injured, and now Kellen Mond is back in. Kellen Mond has only thrown this guy 1 reception every single game that he's got in, okay? So I don't see any reason why Corbin should get 3 receptions now, especially because Kellen Mond does not throw this guy the ball at all, okay? Quarterbacks and receivers, quarterbacks and running backs, they're catching, they're passing, they're correlated together, and they have trends, okay? There's some quarterbacks that come in and they throw a receiver the ball a lot. There's some quarterbacks that come in and they do not throw the receiver the ball very much at all, okay? I'm sure we see the same thing in the NFL sometimes. So, taking these guys under, the main thing I want to get across is very correlated. The less Kellen Mond throws, the less likely that he's going to get pass yards, and the less likely that Corbin is going to get receptions, okay? If you guys watch a video from me in October, from me in November, from me in December, I'm saying the exact same things with NFL and college football correlation, and November was one of our best months ever. February also one of our best months ever, and that was actually without football season 2. So let's go ahead and take this, and then let's go ahead and get into Marina Mayberry and why I like her to go under points assists, okay? So the reason why I like this here, very similar to some of these other entries that I've been taking all week. They are playing the Minnesota Lynx. They are one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in all of the WNBA. Marina Mayberry is a majority 3-point shooter, okay? So she is a 3-point shooter. You guys see her minute share that we have right here, right? So she's played 2 games this season, 35 minutes, 20 minutes. This is another blowout opportunity, okay? Minnesota Lynx, probably the second best team in the WNBA. There's been a lot of blowouts so far in the WNBA. It seems like some teams are just clicking and some teams are not clicking. And Marina Mayberry is a 3-point shooter, okay? So if you look at her head-to-head matchups against the Minnesota Lynx, like I said, one of the best defenses against 3-pointers, and also just one of the, I think they are the best defense, right? They are the best defense in the WNBA. If you look at her past matchups, she's only hit this line 1 time ever playing the Minnesota Lynx, the best defense in the WNBA, right? You guys see, the only time she ever hit this is when she shot 11 3-pointers and she went 6 out of 11, okay? So she normally, what does she normally shoot? What percentage? She normally shoots about 36% from the 3-pointer right here. Again, she takes a lot of threes. She takes like maybe 7 or 8 threes a game. But versus the Lynx, they are that good at defense that they really limit her 3-point made, and they always, kind of contest her shots very well. Even this game, which was, when was this? I guess last year, she only shot 4 of them, and she made 2 of them right here, right? So she's gone under in, what is this? I believe 6 of the last 7 games she has played the Lynx. She has gone under this line here. So that's really why I like it. They're very good against 3-pointers, and Mayberry really relies on the 3-pointer here. You guys, if you guys don't believe me, it actually says this right here on Outlier. It says that the Minnesota points assist defense, they're number 2 versus points and number 1 versus assists. Versus guards, they're number 2 and number 1, right? So they're very good at defending, whether you're a guard, whether you're a center. It looks like they're actually a little bit better at guarding guards, which she is right here. So very good perimeter defense on the Lynx. And that is why I'm taking her under there. So this is the 4-man of the day. Again, we got correlation up here. We got League of Legends, which is like just been killing it. And then we got WNBA down here with Mayberry under points plus assists. So again, like and comment on this video if you guys want to get entered in tomorrow's giveaway for that free week of VIP. You guys can text me the word Bovada. You guys can text me the word profit to get signed up for my VIP. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's have a big weekend this weekend. Let's cash some 4-mans. And yeah, let's keep it going. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's video.